How can operations management help a business achieve its objectives? So the ultimate aim of operations management is to help a business do that. So we're looking at operations management, managing the operations system, so the inputs, the transformation, the outputs. How can that lead to a business achieving its objectives? And we did those in chapter 1. We said there's 5: to make a profit, to increase market share, to fulfill a market need, to meet shareholder expectations, and also to fulfill a social need. So we just want to answer the question, how can we be good at these inputs, this transformation, these outputs, to hopefully achieve these things here? So we will say it all comes down to achieving what's called a competitive advantage. What does that mean? It means a point of difference or superiority the business has over its competitors in either its products, so maybe it's got a better product or service, and or the way its products are produced, its operation. So I guess what we're saying is your business can be better than another business, either with its product or the way you make the product. And if you look at some common examples, you can usually get these down to a word or two. What is the competitive advantage of Coca-Cola? It's the taste, but also the brand name. So a lot of blind tests actually show that people prefer another brand to Coca-Cola. So what is the competitive advantage of Coca-Cola? It's the brand. McDonald's, it's not the best quality burger in terms of the actual ingredients used, but it's actually quality is kind of measured, or its competitive advantage is a bit measured a different way in terms of its price and also its location. It's everywhere, McDonald's. So that's part of its business model and why it beats so many other businesses. What about grilled? Well, there's not as many of them, so their competitive advantage is going to be the quality of the product, as in a better quality burger than McDonald's, and also it's a healthier burger than McDonald's. That's their competitive advantage. Apple's heavily going to be about the brand, but you could also argue usability. Things on Apple just seem to work a lot without a lot of complications and fuss. You take it out of the box and it's ready to use. Volvo. So Volvo's known for being very boring. They actually think that's a good thing because they're known their competitive advantage is safety. They make a boring car that's very safe. Mercedes, well, that's known for providing a really reliable car. It's not going to break down on you, and it's got good performance. It's going to go fast. It's going to brake well, etc. Woolworths, well, out of the supermarkets, it's known for having a big product range, but also it offers a fresh range, and that's part of the logo. You can see the logo is designed to look like an apple, and that's their point of difference or competitive advantage. We're the fresh food people. That's different to Aldi, who's also a supermarket. They compete in a different way. They compete pretty much solely on price. And lastly, let's put our school in, Kingswood College. It's a private school. It's got to make a profit. It's got to compete against other schools in the area. You could go to any school in our area, not just Kingswood College. So what's the competitive advantage? Well, it's going to be different depending on who you talk to, but I think the amount of well-being that's offered at the school and also the choice of career paths. We offer so many different subjects and also different, you don't even have to do VCE. You can do something outside of school as well. And that would be this business's competitive advantage. So to answer the question now, how does operations achieve business objectives? We start with the first step. Operations management, if you're good at it, means you can make things more productively. What does that mean? It means faster, cheaper, using less inputs, etc. You can also make products of a higher quality if you're good at operations management. What does that mean? They perform better, they're more reliable, they're more flexible, customers like them more, etc. Step 2, this then allows us to achieve a competitive advantage, a superiority over all of our competitors by either maybe selling a product for a lower price or maybe at the same price, but we're going to make a higher profit on each sale. Also, we can offer a superior quality product. What does that mean? It means customers are loyal to it, they'll buy it all the time, they'll buy the new model, and not only that, they'll be prepared to pay a premium for it. So we're good at operations, we make things cheaper, we make them of better quality, we're beating our competitors. So how does that achieve our objectives? Well, we've got 5. So we'll make more of a profit because we're producing things for less. We'll increase our market share because customers want to buy from us and not our competitors because our prices and quality are better. We'll fulfill a market need because the quality of the product is so good it meets the needs of customers. We'll meet shareholder expectations because if we achieve those other objectives, the shareholders are going to get higher dividends and capital gains. And lastly, we'll fulfill a social need. This is going to be chapter 9. We'll look at the business can produce its products more ethically with less waste, and that's going to help us benefit society and fulfill a social need.